Hello, all. My name is Brendan Say, and I'm the student clinician here at the JLD Clinic for the fall of 2023. In this video, it will be a short tutorial on how to use my TouchChat app and how to edit the communication board of your child. Okay, now that introductions are done, let's get started with the TouchChat app. As you can see down here in my docs, I will open it up. And here is the basic communication board layout for the TouchChat app. As you can see, you can hit
I want to play
and we can choose between ball, cars, coloring book, etc.
with bubbles.
And then we can go home, and this will be your home menu. Now that we have talked a little bit about the basic layout, we're going to expand it into the vocabulary. So here on the left side, we have the small vocab word. We can click that and select choose new vocab. This will give us a bunch of options. However, the most common option is if you scroll down to the bottom, you will have WordPower. WordPower gives you a vast amount of vocabulary to access, especially for functional communication. As you can see, the lowest level here is 20, and it goes all the way up to 140. You can also access it in Spanish, French, and one other language. Now let's begin by taking a look at some of the word power. So here we have word power 20, which if we double click, it brings us to a new communication board with access to higher and more vocabulary. And we can even go to groups, and it breaks it down a little bit further as far as animals, art, body parts, and other different categories. Now we can go back in this top left corner with the back button. And then we can go back to vocab, choose new vocab, and we can scroll down to word power and choose another communication board. Let's try word power 48. Standard. And as you can see, now we have access to even more vocabulary, such as the pronouns here. Some of the verbs are on the home page of the board as well. And we can select social. And now we have access to our yes or no, as well as different fillings. Now that we have talked about different communication boards on this app, let's talk about editing these communication boards. So I'm actually going to go back and select vocab. And I'm going to select our 4 basic standard. And I'm going to try and edit this page. So here on the right, I click menu. And I will select edit page. And as you can see, I get a pop-up that's saying I'm not allowed to edit this page because it is an original page. If I would like to edit it, I have to follow these steps and make a copy. So we will do that in our next video. Now we're going to see if we can create a copy of this communication board. So in order to do that, we have to select a vocab, choose new vocab, and in this top right corner, we're going to select menu. And we're going to copy a vocab. And we're going to select 4 basic SS, which is the original communication board that I wanted to try and edit. I'm going to give it a name. I'm going to give it Brandon's board and select save. Now here you can see Brandon's board is an option. I'm going to select that. And now I'm going to try to edit the board by selecting menu, edit page. And as you can see, now I'm able to edit the page as I see fit. I could move the symbols around, as well as being able to delete or remove the button from the page. Okay, now that we have a free space, we're going to add a button. So we're going to select it, hit copy existing button, and we are going to go down to likes. And we're just going to add the home button. Now you see we have a new button here on the main screen. In the top left corner, we'll select done and see where that takes us. It takes us home. Okay, now that we know how to edit our communication board, let's go back. Let's go to vocab, because we're going to try and edit a board with more vocabulary. So let's go back down to our WordPower 42. And we're just going to select the basic. But before we do that, let's go back and create a copy. So menu, I'm going to create copy of vocab. And we can go down to 48. I'm sorry, WordPower Basic 42. And there's 42 board. And select save. Now if we go to the top, we're able to access it. And here we have our 42 board that we can edit. Okay, now that we have our 42 board, let's see if we can edit one of these icons to make it more functional for words that we might commonly use more. For example, come might not be used as frequently as other words. So we can hit menu, edit page, and now we're able to select come and remove this button. But now let's replace it with something that's a little bit more common. We can copy an existing button. Let's go with L. And we can scroll down. And let's add love. Now you can see our new button is added, and we select done to our communication board.
I
I.
love.
Now that we have added a button, let's talk about editing that button. So we're still in editing mode. We can select love, and we can select edit button. Here we're able to change the title, the button message, and we can also change the image. So scrolling to the right, we can select love with this image, this kind of love, hand sign love, or even I love you. And we can even do other things such as select the skin tone of our characters. And we can even select import our own image. And we can do that from our library, and which we'll do in our next and final segment of this video. Okay, now that we have edited a button, let's talk about personalizing our communication board. So we're going to go up to social. We're going to go to the right where it says personal and questions. And we're going to select menu and edit page. Now we can select these blank spaces, and we can edit it and personalize our communication board by adding in pictures and other buttons as we see fit. Okay, now we are at the last part of our video. We are going to edit our name by selecting this once we're in editing mode. I'm gonna hit edit this button. My name is fine, but we're gonna change this to Brandon. And now we're going to import an image from my library. So we're going to select import image, image library. And then we can select use. And we can select done. And save. Now here you can see that I was able to edit that button. And if I select done for editing mode, I can select
My name is Brandon.
my name is Brandon. Okay, that concludes our small tutorial on how to use TouchChat for your child. However, there is one more resource I would like to share with you guys, and that is this user manual that I found online for TouchChat and the different word power levels that it has with the explanation for each level. I will share this resource with you in the description of this video. Thank you guys so much for listening, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.